Hello? Girl, I'm coming. I just have to get my sisters right real quick. Give me a minute. All right. I'm coming. Bye. Let's get into it. If you want to learn how to beat your face, give your face a natural glow, a natural look, but the face still eats, stay tuned.
Comfortably me, heavy on me, focused on God and who I'm trying to be. Just living my life. I'm doing it right. Comfortably me.
Hey sis, so today is all about makeup. I'm gonna do a detailed makeup tutorial on my everyday look. Like, you cannot go wrong with this, and I do not use foundation. So we're gonna do a lot of skincare prep to get this fabulous look. You're gonna see how I go from this to that, because the face card always eats. I do not use foundation, and the reason for that decision is not really by choice. Now it is. It's like my preference now, but it's because I haven't really found the right foundation for me, honestly. Like, I like it and then it just doesn't give, you know? So I just stopped using foundation, and I just love how my makeup looks. It eats with just concealer. So that's what I'm going to show you today. I do not use foundation, but that does not mean that you don't have to use foundation. You can use foundation, sis. And another disclaimer I want to make: do not go out and buy all the products that I'm going to show you or that I use. I don't want you going over your spending limit just to look a certain way. Literally, you can use what you have. If you don't have something, yeah, by all means, go and get it. But you don't have to use the same exact products. There are some products that I'm gonna say, like, no, this is a must. Like, you can't go get a dupe for this, or you need this in your makeup kit. There are gonna be some of those products, and you might have better products than I do. But one thing about it, what works for me, and I don't really like to deviate from that. I might try some new products, but rarely, because I just like what I like. Let's get into it. So the first things first, skincare. I have nothing on my face right now. My face is washed, cleansed, nothing on my face at all. It's looking a little bit dry. It's looking a little bit, it needs some life. It needs some moisture. So that's what we're gonna do. My skin prep is a lot. Like, this is what's going to make your makeup make or break. Forget about the makeup products. What's your skincare looking like, sis? It's all about the skin. That's how we make it look like 10 times 10. 10 out of 10, okay? Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna go in with is my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Water Moisturizer. I got this small one because I ran out of the bigger one, size one. It did last me a while though, so it's worth the money you get, but this is so small. So I'm gonna use my brush. You can use your fingers. You can use any moisturizer for your preference, but make sure it's like a real moisturizer and it is compatible with like makeup. Cause I find like some moisturizer are like too greasy, and yeah, I don't know. But make sure it looks good with makeup. And I just find this to be very moisturizing, and it just makes my makeup sit and eat, you know? Do you see that glow? Stop playing. Now we're gonna go in with primer. So with primer, depending on your skin type, if you have dry skin, you want to go for a more hydrating primer. If you have oily skin, you want to go for a more mattifying primer. If you have normal skin, you can pretty much flow with it, baby. I have normal skin. This hydrating primer from Laura Mercier here, I'm gonna show y'all what I use this for. We're gonna get into this, okay? Because I do get creasing underneath my eyes, and I try to prevent it as much as possible. Not everything's gonna look perfect, but if we can make it look at least seamless, we're gonna do that. The next thing I'm gonna go in with, of course, primer. So I have this Anastasia Hydrating Oil, which I absolutely love. And I was recommended this by a Sephora employee because I was complaining about my under eye. So it also opts as a primer as well. Well, for me. But I don't even know if I want to use this today, because I also have this glow recipe and I love the dewiness of it. So I don't know. We can't use both. We have to choose one. This is also for hydrating, and I absolutely love this. So, and it has niacinamide in it as well. Love this, definitely recommend. But let's go in with this, because this is technically not a primer. Another primer that I do use, Hydro Grip, Milk's Hydro Grip, but we're not going nowhere. But that's also a mattifying one. So we're just gonna add a few drops underneath my eye, because that's what I bought it for, because the under eye creasing is bad. So I just pat that in and then I kind of drag it. Then I'm gonna go in with the Laura Mercier primer, and I'm gonna put it underneath my under eye. My under eye kind of like creases is because it's dry, and I use a mattifying concealer. So this is what's gonna keep it from being that way, like the primer. Absolutely love it. Make sure it's blended out well. So if you have this problem, this is a trick that you can implement into your makeup routine. But you gotta let the skincare sit, okay? I'm gonna wait for that to like kind of dry down. Now, let's get into the good stuff. So I have two concealers. This is my highlighting concealer from Too Faced. I love it. I don't care what nobody has to say. It works for me. It works for me. And it's in the color Warm Sand. And then I have Kosas. I believe that's how you pronounce this brand. I absolutely love this brand as well. And this is in the color 7.5W. This is more of my complexion shade, and this is my highlight shade. So remember, we're only using concealer. So what I use this for is maybe blemishes. I spot treat with this, and I just kind of go over my under eye with this as well before applying my highlight. You know, I don't want to apply my highlight on my base, because we're not using foundation. So we got to think like, we can't be missing steps, okay? This is very important. So make sure you have a concealer that is the same shade as your skin tone. So as you can see, barely can see anything, right? And this is almost done. Kosas, if you're looking at this, can you please send your girl some? I know Sephora has the Sephora sale going on. I'm trying to stay away, but I do need to re-up. I have like this mark right here. The only thing I don't like about this is that the brush always feels like it's gonna break. Like, or maybe I'm just rough. That's the only thing, but other than that, I absolutely love it. So I just like spot treatment like that. I have a beauty blender, but I prefer using my brush. This brush is from Real Techniques. Affordable, you can find it at Walmart, Ulta. Don't know the number of it, but I'll find it. I'll try to list everything down below in the description box. And if I don't, it's because I couldn't find it. Because some of these things I had for a while. So I do like to use my beauty blender for the concealer that is the same shade as me, because I want it to like look like skin. As you can see, I just want it to kind of go in, kind of like coverage. So I don't use my brush for that, but I use my sponge. And I just blend that in. And I blend it outward. You want to make sure you blend it outward, and I'm not dragging it. And it's all in the motion. You want to do like this and then move along, move along. Do not swipe. No, we're not. Be patient. Up, 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 and you're moving along. You're moving the concealer. You're in charge. You're the boss. So you can stop here, sis, and add a little blush. But we're going out. We might even be going out on a date with our future husband. So we gotta come. Okay, so now that we have that, I'm going to take my Benefit Brow 24-hour brow setter. Since I don't have any more of that ABH, I'm just gonna brush it up so it can stay, because I don't want the hairs getting out of place. We're gonna go in with highlighting. I like coverage, so I'm gonna drag it. It's up to your preference. Remember, we don't have on foundation. Remember that. I don't like it to dry down. You know, it's all up to you. If you have a hydrating concealer, you don't really have to wait, but this is like more mattifying. So I'm gonna go in with my brush, and you know, you wanna make sure it's like a brush that's like kind of stiff. You see how like I can touch it? It's not like, you know, going everywhere. Or a brush like this. This is a Lancome brush that I took from my mom, and it's called Lancome number 2, and it's like this. And this is also great, but I only use this concealer brush when I'm highlighting with Kevyn Aucoin. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to use it so you can see the difference, and you guys can choose which one you like best. So I'm just going to, like I said, the same way we did the beauty blender, we're not swiping, we're like literally patting and moving. Patting and moving. And I like to go high because I like to give my face that lift. A lift without the doctor. Into the hairline, baby. Into the hairline. Don't worry. Don't get scared. It's not too much. It's gonna all come together, babes. It's all gonna come together. Don't get too scared. You're doing amazing. You're doing great. And just blend, blend, blend. Blend, blend, blend. Make sure there's not a harsh line. Blend that harsh line out. So let's try with the Lancome brush, number 2. My mom ain't getting this brush back because I actually like it. And I do like how it applies. It's like a professional brush. I don't know why I don't use it more often. So which one do you like more? I clearly don't know. Like it's eating. So I'm just gonna continue using it. When it comes to this, blend upwards. Watch this, sis. Pay attention. You want it to connect. It gotta connect. You gotta connect with the concealer. You know, with this, I do like kind of drag, but like, and then I blend up, but I kind of drag it. You can use your beauty blender to blend out this, but we can use a brush as well. Do not worry, the color is coming back, honey. This is my favorite part of makeup, is contouring. So for a natural look for me, I like to use a foundation stick because it goes on smoothly and it's easier for me to blend, because remember, it's all about the blending. So my favorite go-to, my OG, is Bobbi Brown, the foundation stick. And this is in the color number 9 Chestnut. When it comes to contouring, you want to make sure it's like where the tip of your nose, well, your ear is. You just go like that. You don't have to drag it. Don't drag it, sis. The product is enough. If it's a good product, you don't have to drag it. And then we're gonna put it right where our, like whatever this bone is, I would like to put it right there. Just a line. Remember, we're not dragging it. We don't have to do all that. We're not wasting product. You just put a little more like dots. I do like 3. Yeah, because remember, the product is good. So for contouring my nose, I make this line as smooth as possible. And I put one right here. And that's about it. I use this Real Techniques brush. But guess what? This is not a contour brush. This is actually a foundation brush. I use it to contour. Okay, see what works for you, works for you. If your hands can manage it and that's how you like to blend, do it. There's no rules when it comes to this. That's the thing about it. And once you learn your face, game over. So for contour, I like to blend like down, but not too down. I want to stop like right where the end of my eye, like, because remember, we're adding blush, which is also one of my favorites. So we just, you know, blend, blend, blend. You can blend down, but not too much. Do not come all the way to your mouth. But even if you do, we can fix that. I know it seems like I'm moving my hands so fast. I am. And like, I literally take the term beating your face seriously. Okay, now with this is the only part I kind of like drag a little to help. I drag it a little, yeah. And then blend. I like to do this for my chin. Remember we highlighted there, so I like to do like 2 lines, like what's that, gold tee? That's our gold tee. We need to do the gold tee. I just take, you don't need to add any more product, and go like that, so it all connects. This is good. Now we're gonna blend out, and I like to put it in my eyebrows. yeah, and then into the hairline. Blend up. Do not blend down. Blend up into the hairline, but right here I put it in my brows. Because I'm not coming down here, because remember we highlighted. We ain't use that product for no reason. Into the brows, into the brows, into the brows, into the hairline, into the hairline, into the hairline. Into the hairline right here, because remember we highlighted right here. You know, your forehead does not look like mine, but your forehead is yours and it's beautiful. Learn to accept you for you. Your makeup may not come out looking like mine, because my face is my face, but your makeup is going to be beautiful. You know why? Because you are beautiful. And once you follow these techniques, girl, your makeup is going to eat. Go in to contour my nose. So I use this brush that I got from a makeup store back home. It's from Crown Pro and the number C508. And this is my contour brush. So I just drag it down and then I like go outwards. Because remember we add that concealer, so we want to go outwards when we're blending. And then I just kind of like drag up into my eyebrows. And then I just put like make a V. Like V for Vanessa. Okay. And the whole purpose of makeup for me is just to enhance my beauty, not to look like somebody else. I don't know about you, but I do not want to look like anybody else. Add powder. This is my favorite. I know there's a lot on the market. One powder that I do want to try is the One Size powder. I do want to try it, but this is what works for me. This is the Laura Mercier in the color Translucent. So I'm gonna take my triangle pad thing, which you can find on Amazon, and I'm gonna have the links down below. I love this thing. Before I go in with the powder, I'm just going to take this while it's like clean, just kind of wipe it off a little bit, and just go in and kind of blend it. Cause you remember, like I just want to make sure it's blended. This has no product on there. I just want to make sure it's blended. You gotta do the screen face. Once I have that, now I just go in and I just place for like the baking. Before I forget, I almost forgot. I'm gonna take that same complexion concealer and I'm gonna put it under that contour. I'm not gonna drag it too much, but I'm gonna drag it right here because we wanna separate that. We want that look, okay? Like that, and then we're gonna blend. I just wanna unharshen the lines really quick, and then I'm gonna use my beauty blender. Blend downwards, because it's just like highlight, contour, highlight. You know, another thing that I used to do, just add translucent powder underneath there, but for a beat look, you want to add just a little concealer, and it's the complexion concealer, so remember, we're not using foundation. And then I'm just gonna go in under, make it very precise. Is that very precise? Nose. So for eyebrows, I'm currently practically out of eyebrow product, but I use this brand, which no longer exists. It's called Seva, and I absolutely love this, but it no longer exists. I used to get my eyebrows threaded by this place, and it was located inside Walmart, and they sold eyebrow products. So this was like the pomade kind of gel thing, and this is like the powder, and it's just so perfect. You would have to use this side first, which is I'm out of, and then because that's what would make it stick. So I absolutely love it because it just makes my eyebrows look so good. So if y'all want to recommend something similar to this, yeah, tell me please. Oh, I'm using this old brush from MAC. It's so dingy. Like, you guys, the paint literally came off of it, like the black. Like, I don't even know what number this is, but this is how the brush looks. This is how the brush looks. Like, so ratchet. I had this brush like for so long. I just gotta remember, they are not twins, they are sisters. So this is like how you get like that flawless look when you already put on like product on your face. That being said, I'm gonna take my Benefit Brow, and I don't know the color, it's probably 4.5. And it's like the same color as my brows, and I just kind of go over it, try to like brush it. So one step that I did miss, and I don't want you to miss this. Before we added the translucent powder, we should have sprayed our face with like a kind of setting mist. It's okay. I know I bought this from Walmart, so it's probably, I don't know what brand. So I'm going to take some concealer, and this is from Graftobian. This is Warm Palette number 3. This is the color that I would normally use to carve out my eyebrows, but as you can see, I hit pan. So I just mix these two, and I just take whatever's left on the edges. Yeah, girl, because no makeup is going to waste over here, okay? So this is pretty light, but it's still gonna work. You still gonna trust me. That's one thing about makeup. Didn't I say there's no rules? So I'm just gonna take this love. Just gonna carve that out. I'm gonna take my 24-hour brow setter and I'm just gonna go in. I'm just gonna take some of that translucent powder and I'm just gonna put it on. It just makes it look flawless to me. Now it's time for eyeshadow. So I'm using this Urban Decay in the color New Riff. Oldie but Goldie. Anastasia Beverly Hills collab with Jackie Aina. I absolutely love this palette, and you can tell which colors I use the most. These three colors are in my everyday makeup routine. I'm gonna take my blending brush, and this is a Morphe brush. It's the M200 brush. So this is what I use to blend out my eyebrows. To apply eyeshadow, especially my base. So this is what I use to blend out my base eyeshadow. This is my favorite brush. And remember, we're not done contouring. I'm gonna add some of that on there so it can all connect. You just wanna go in back and forth motions, not too hard. Don't apply too much product. Make sure you tap off the product so you won't look like you're trying to do a smoky eye. Yes, sis. And then you wanna just go up, because this is gonna connect the contour, and then you probably wanna, you don't have to add too much product because that's the product that's already on there. Just go in and just, fill it in. Go in and then go down. Because you don't want to apply eyeshadow right here because you want that eyebrow bone to highlight. You don't want to go. So you go up here, but then you go down. I only use 3 products, like 3 colors, maybe 4, but I don't do too much when it comes to eyeshadow. I'm going to take this other brush from Morphe in the S24 brush. I'm not even really sure, but this is for my inner crease. So for my crease, I'm going to take this color, like this orange called Edges and Credit. Oh my God, I didn't even notice the names. And I'm just gonna tap that and I'm gonna just place it like that. Place it before I blend it, right? Always place it before you blend it because this is a harsh color. The darker color is always gonna be in the crease. That's how it like kind of looks defined. And I just go back and forth, but I don't go all the way right here. I just stick, the brush is falling apart. I just stick to like back and forth motions like right here. Moving your hand steadily. Do you see? So, yeah. And if you ever feel like it's too harsh, you're gonna go in with that first brush that you have, the blending brush. You're gonna dust it off. Go in with that brown color or even a lighter brown, and you're just gonna like go over. Like I'm just gonna make sure there's no harsh lines and just go over it without adding product and just blend. I'm going to add my lid color. This is my favorite. This is from Urban, wait, what is it? Yeah, this is Urban Decay, and this is Space Cowboy. Every single time I wear this eyeshadow on my lid, I get compliments. And my friend whose name is also Vanessa, she's a makeup artist, and she recommended this to me, and I absolutely love it. Actually, it's hitting pan. This is a must-have in your makeup routine because it just eats. You don't even have to do eyeshadow. You just place this one thing on your eyelid. Trust me, it's just going to give you a look. So I'm going to take like any flat brush you have. This is my Morphe M209 brush. Any flat brush like that looks like this. Anything that you can like kind of place like this. And no, I do not spray it with water because it don't need all that. Literally, it goes on like this. Do you see that already? Y'all can't tell me I don't see that. Do you see that? It just adds a nice like shimmer. Yeah, it's gonna eat every single time. Every single time it's gonna eat. Now I'm gonna go in with my, I don't even know what to call this, like with this triangle thing, and then I'll just pat in translucent powder everywhere I place it. And remember, I'm not like dragging, I'm patting in. And as you can see, it does look a little like, oh wow, this is definitely backflash. Y'all remember when we used to do our makeup and we thought we looked so cute, and then when we would take pictures, that backflash would give you scared. Ooh, jump scare. We're not doing that. I'm gonna show you a trick. So I'm going to spray my face. I love this. I love this. This is the NYX. I don't know if you call this NYX or NYX, but it's the Dewy Finish Satin Spray. I absolutely use this so much all the time. Even when I'm not wearing makeup, I just like that dewy look. Drench my face, set it, let it dry down a little bit. You gotta let it dry. Do not be in a rush when it comes to this. Let it dry. So, you know, we just wait. So I'm gonna take my MAC Mineralizer. You know, don't sleep on MAC. Do not forget about where you came from. Cause we all used to be MAC girlies. Now, everybody wanna act brand new. No, MAC is still that girl. These brushes, like obviously this is a brush from like a set that I bought off Amazon. Not the best quality, I do not recommend this brush, but I like it just for this purpose. Just to put my mineralizer. This is not powder, this is mineralizer, so it's lighter than powder, remember. And we're just gonna put it everywhere that we highlighted, because we're putting that color back in, but it's not that like thick of a product that it dims down your highlight. That's what I love. It just makes everything look seamless, and then I apply it to my neck. Since I don't have foundation on, you wanna make sure everything just has that tint of color. Now that we got that covered, now it's on to blush. Usually I do use the Rare Beauty in the color Grace, but nah, this is my favorite MAC blush, and the color Dolly Mix. This is my favorite, and it's everywhere, as you can see. So with this, you wanna make sure, locate your cheek. You don't wanna put it too down, right here. And I like to bring it up into my hairline. Yep, I love blush. I used to add so much blush. I used to look like a clown, but we're gonna make sure that doesn't happen this time around. Add that into the hairline. I lost my bronzer. My favorite bronzer is by Bobbi Brown in, I forget, it's the last color, I think, or the one before the last. I think it's number 9 as well, chestnut. I'm not sure, but I lost it when I went to Atlanta. And I haven't bought it again because the packaging changed, and I'm like, I don't know my color, whatnot. So I'm using this older palette, and it has been working for me. Thank God this came in clutch. Y'all remember these kits? Do y'all remember these kits? The Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit. So I'm going to use this middle color as my bronzer. And I'm going to take this brush from Morphe in the number M104. And as you can see, it's like tilted. I don't even know if it's a contour brush, because I see a lot of people contour with different kind of brushes. Hey, well, whatever works for you, whatever your hands can manage. And I just go like that. I don't try to contour too much. Like, because I don't want to interrupt the blush. I want to keep the blush. And it's like soft and subtle. And this is definitely going to bring the color back into your face. And if you feel like you added too much product, don't worry. I'm not done yet, because sometimes it do be a bit much. Listen, fun fact, the first time I wore makeup, like actually learned how to apply it, it was in Victoria's Secret. Victoria's Secret used to have a makeup line, believe it or not. And this is their brush that I still have, one of the brushes that I still have from the first time I wore makeup. And mind you, this was like 2009. I had this brush from 2009, and it's held up so long. This is like what I use to kind of like blend in everything, my contour and my blush. And I just go upwards, like kind of blend if it's too harsh. So everything just looks so seamless. It's NARS palette. And the reason why I bought this is because I was trying to be a makeup artist. Like, I really don't even use this palette because it's like kind of like not my cup of tea. But I use all 3 of these to Like you can barely see it. But my favorite highlighters that I used for the longest, and I kind of like put it on that highlight as well. My favorite highlighter was from Too Faced, and it was like pink. And then this brand called Lorac, and it was like goldish. Those were the only two highlighters I ever used, because I'm not really a highlighter girl, but it is necessary. But those two work for me, so I wasn't like the type that would go out and like obsess and have a whole bunch of highlighters. Like I have a lot of like eye products and things like that, or a lot of lipsticks, but highlighter is not the thing that I would like go and try. Like whatever works for me, I'm gonna keep using it. Oh, I forgot my nose. So I don't put it down my whole nose, I just put it like in the middle. Okay, in the middle and like on the tip of my nose. This is one of my favorite eyeliners. It's by Maybelline. Okay, it's called Stiletto, well, Line Stiletto. I absolutely love this, and this is in the color Blackest Black. I just gradually, you know, you want to take slow strokes. You know, it can be a little bit intimidating. So for the wing, I do that, and my wings never match. I'm just keeping it real. Okay, so since it's dried out, I have this Inglot Duraline, I don't know. These drops that I apply, you just need to drop, like literally put one. And this not only works for this, but it works for any makeup that you feel is dried out, or if you want your eyeshadow to go on a certain way, you can use this as well. I'm gonna use this brush, which is like a rubber kind of thing. You would think like, why would I need this like when you buy it? But it comes in handy. So I use that to like kind of rub it in. Mascara, this is Too Faced Better Than Sex. This is my Too Faced mascara. I'm gonna use this Lancome just so I can see the elongate of my lashes. And I'm gonna take that. Now it's time for lips. I do my lashes last because that's the most hectic part of my makeup routine. Like, I just can't. This is my favorite lip liner. As you can see, this is from Morphe in the color Trendsetter. I had to retire Chestnut. And it's so... And of course, I do overline my lips. Not too much, just a little bit. What is this part of the arrow, whatever it's called? You gotta be very precise when you do your lips. Like, you don't wanna mess up. Before I apply lipstick, I like to blend out my lip liner with a brush. So I'm gonna use this Morphe brush in the number M326. I think it's a lip brush. Yeah, it is. It has to be a lip brush. It is. And I just kind of blend that out. Any lip product to prep your lips. My favorite lipstick is Velvet Teddy, but I had to retire Velvet Teddy because this Merit lipstick in the color Classic is everything to me. Everything to me. Like I didn't know how good Merit was until now. Like, with the brush, so y'all can see how it goes on. And that's the difference with like applying it straight through and then versus a brush. It just goes on more. Because sometimes the lip liner will interfere with the pigment of the actual lipstick. It just goes on so smooth. Some minks. So these are, these are the lashes that I'll be wearing. And it's from Mink Envy. They're a bit bold. And this is in Allura. That is what these lashes are called, Allura. It looks too much for me. Like, I don't know. I think the length of it. Back then, I used to probably wear lashes like this, but not really. Yeah, these are the kind of tweezers that I like to use. They are not too spiky. As you can see, you can definitely like put them on. This one came with my my mink lashes kit. So I absolutely love this. This is like a regular tweezer, perfect for applying lashes. Old Kiss adhesive nail thing, which is not my favorite. I do not like this, but it's better than using hair glue. And then like trying to place it. Isn't that expensive? Literally like less than 20 bucks. Like my lashes never like on the same level. That's one thing I noticed about me too. So like I said, it don't be perfect, but it be cute. So now we're gonna go in with some more setting spray. Now we're gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. It is the Airbrush Flawless Spray. And I absolutely love this as well. Yeah. This is up to you. This is like my preference. This is my razzle dazzle. Everybody has like a bang, a shebang at the end. And my shebang is my moles. I do have a mole right here, but it's covered, right? So I just go in and enhance it. So I'm gonna take my liner. I'm gonna wait till that's dry. And I always put it in the same spot. This is where my real mole is, but this mole is gonna be fake, this mole is gonna be fake. I just can't see a makeup look without it. I put that one too big, it's too big, it's too big. I don't know why I started doing that, but it's just my thing. It's my thing. Oh, we're gonna go in with a gloss. My MAC Fix Plus is practically out. It's like a drop left. Need it. Hello? Girl, I'm done. Yes, I'm finally done. I'll be down in like 2 minutes. All right, bye. The finished product. I hope you enjoyed watching this easy tutorial. I hope I made it easy for you to learn how to beat your face without using foundation, with using the right products, the right blending techniques, so you can have a natural look that eats every single time. You don't have to deviate from this routine. It can work in every atmosphere and it can work for every occasion. Comment if you tried the technique, and I also want, if you have any questions, feel free to comment down below as well. And like I said, I'm gonna try to list every single product that I use down below in the description box. If I miss something, just holla at your girl. I got you. I'll try my best to find it. What? Metro PCS.